43 million is a very large number, and it's even larger in regards to money. But what if I told you that an OnlyFans creator made that in just 1 year? For those who don't know who Sophie Rain is, she's a very successful OnlyFans creator who's probably one of, if not the most popular creator on the platform. With over 2.6 million followers on X, 5 million on Instagram, and over 9,000 on TikTok. I'm kidding, it's over 9 million. Her success is almost undeniable. I mean, she even did a podcast recently where it was unearthed that she's making around $4 million a month from OnlyFans.
Sophie. So, you are aware that, like, you're the final boss when it comes to OF, right?
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Mm-hmm. And I know you saw the clip of Julia making $400,000 a month, so I just need to know, like, how much are you making a month?
I don't know if I don't really want to hurt your feelings. I just don't.
Hurt my feelings? What do you mean?
And just a side note, I feel like this podcast itself is pretty fishy because to me, it just seems like an OF promoter where they have like rehearsed lines and they do terrible acting. I mean, I've even made a video on her before for doing something similar with her little brother because there's no shot that this is real dialogue between these two. However, I will take what they say in numbers in good faith.
You don't have to say, just show me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I won't break your phone. $4 million in a month?
Yeah.
400,000 the last 7 days, in case you were, not even, it's more than that.
Now, I don't know if you guys can fully understand just how much money $4 million a month is. And guess what? Neither can I because we're all poor. However, according to ChatGPT, her income puts her in the 0.1% of earners, which basically just means that she could buy you. And yes, I'm talking to you watching this video. Don't try to run. After the internet found out how much money Sophie Rain makes, the internet did what it does best: hate.
We are now living in the twilight zone. Today is a world where somebody like Sophie Rain makes more than professional models.
Bro, this overdramatic music is killing me.
We're talking about Adriana Lima, Kendall Jenner,
Adriana Lima,
Kendall Jenner, Cara Levine. This explicit model made $43 million in a single year. I guarantee you so many women are going to try to get the same bag.
We're in the twilight zone, guys. Watch out for the vampires. Post after post, people shared Sophie Rain's apparent salary and compared them with other famous individuals. One of my personal favorites of these posts is them comparing Sophie Rain to runway models, with the caption saying, "We live in a world where only models like Sophie Rain are making more than actual runway models." And look, I agree that Sophie is getting paid too much money, but we're not gonna act like runway models are the face of hard work. They're damn near in the same boat as Sophie because they should not be getting paid that much money either. Like $40 million to walk down a runway? Are we joking? And speaking about the money aspect, I don't think people understand that without people paying for Sophie's subscription, she wouldn't be making that much money. Like, I'm not trying to defend her, but she's simply capitalizing on the demand in the market. She isn't the first to do it, and she's not going to be the last. Like, I didn't see all this outrage when Corinna posted that she made $67 million in 3 years, and she's retiring. How do you retire from OnlyFans? You don't do anything. But with Sophie Rain, my curiosity is mostly in how she came up so fast, because it seems like it was overnight, and now, I mean, she damn near has more of a following than most celebrities. But with numbers like that, the biggest question is, how on earth did she gain all of it? And well, the answer is pretty simple: idiots.
What? What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
Sophie Rain's content typically consists of her wearing some type of bikini, bodycon dress, or just something tight-fitting to show off her body. And she's usually doing this while doing a TikTok dance. Now, I personally don't understand how these videos get millions of views, but we listen and we don't judge. Lots of OF models, and I use the word models very, very loosely, do this same combination of posting. However, I believe the reason Sophie blew up so big doing this is because a lot of people generally find her attractive, no matter what age they are.
If anybody else loves Sophie Rain, raise their hand.
Oh God, help us. Matter of fact, I'm willing to make a bet that a good percentage of Sophie Rain's audience comes from the male age range of 15 to 23. Like, I literally have 6 mutuals with her on my personal Instagram, meaning there are 6 men that I know that follow her and she doesn't even know they exist. And I can guarantee you that they aren't following her for her music, which is a completely different story. And for those that didn't even know she made music, now I'm gonna play a sample and you're gonna have to suffer through it, so congrats. That's enough of that. Anyway, I bring up this specific age range because here, most guys will have the curiosity and monetary means to purchase her membership. However, I also believe that an even bigger majority of her fan base are younger than this, which would fall in the age range of kids. And the worst part is, she's already aware of this.
But recently, there's been a lot of allegations online talking about me, sending photos, which I can proudly say I've never done. I am aware that I have a child audience on TikTok, which I am going to also talk about.
It's undeniable that nowadays, kids are exposed to OnlyFans advertisements everywhere, whether it be their favorite YouTuber or their favorite streamers having these girls on stream. The simple fact is, hearing about it is inescapable. And with Sophie Rain being one of the biggest on the platform, a lot of them are going to flock to her. Now, in her defense, with the amount of followers that she has, it's quite literally impossible for her to regulate who exactly is following. Like, it wouldn't make sense for her to try and scroll through millions of people trying to find out which one is underage and which one isn't. I think a better solution would just be for her to stop marketing herself to that type of audience. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm more so referring to the Spider-Man situation. For those who might not know, Sophie Rain gained attention on social media after a photo of her in a Spider-Man suit went viral, but not for reasons you may expect. The image blew up because another person who resembled Sophie Rain created a spicy video in the same outfit, leading many to mistakenly believe it was her. And since Spider-Man is a character beloved by kids and widely recognized, this added even more attention. I mean, there are literal TikTok accounts dedicated to finding the link to this video. And because of all this attention, Sophie saw this as an opportunity, and with everyone already assuming it was her, she began marketing it as if it actually was.
Alright, we are doing it. Since my TikTok got 100k likes, I promised you guys we would do another Spider-Man video, so we are gonna do it.
And look, I have no problem with her capitalizing off of people using her name for something she didn't do, but the issue comes when she tries to act innocent. However, recently, she has said on multiple platforms that the Spider-Man video is indeed not her.
Spider-Man never happened. I am not the Spider-Man girl. That is another OnlyFans model. Her name is Naomi Soraya. She is the one in that video, and people say that we look alike. So
it was like your twin.
Yes, yes. And then everyone just assumed it was me, and I still today can't get away from the Spider-Man video. But it was not me.
And look, my final take on Sophie Rain isn't gonna be that crazy. Do I agree with what she's doing morally? No, I don't. But real does recognize real, and she is a genius marketer. I also firmly believe that if 99% of people had the opportunity to do what she's doing and make $43 million in 1 year, they would switch places with her in a second. She's not physically harming people or doing anything illegal. She's simply just capitalizing on a market. No one is forcing people to watch her content. Like, you literally have to buy a subscription, so you have to input your name, your card number, and all of that, and people are still doing it. The only reason people are singling out Sophie and hating on her is because she's actually making a lot of money. But that's my TED Talk for the day. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.